All right, please tell us your name, age, and where you live.
I am Susan Girardin. I am 67 years old and I live in Oshkosh.
What were you diagnosed with or experiencing before starting the neuropathy program?
Arthritis and I had diverticulitis this summer, and then I also had bursitis and sacroiliitis. And so I did have a cortisone shot August 22nd, and it helped with the pain. But I was still taking ibuprofen or extra strength Tylenol every day, even after the shot.
And what hope was provided to you by your regular medical care provider about your neuropathy?
I couldn't even get into my regular care provider for over a month. And then I was not experienced the neuropathy. I was still worried about the hip pain and the arthritis pain. He did send me to pain management. He sent me to, couldn't get into about the diverticulitis. I couldn't get in until January 3rd, and this all happened July 24th. So my regular care provider got a colonoscopy, and we ruled out some things. But as far as the neuropathy, I didn't even know that was a problem. I was having so much pain.
What do you feel that you were missing out on before coming to see us?
Everything. I was tired. I couldn't, anything I did was really hard. And so I did have, I have 6 grandsons. One was born Christmas Day. And so what happened is I was helping a friend take care of her baby who was 4 months old, and I realized I couldn't lift him out of his car seat. I couldn't move him out of his swing, and I couldn't snap his onesies and that kind of thing. And that's when I really realized that I had the neuropathy problem. And so then I saw a workshop that you were advertising, and it was exactly what I needed. And so I didn't make it to the neuropathy workshop. I just went ahead and scheduled the neuropathy appointment, and that's when I got all the information I needed.
And how are you feeling now?
I'm still on my journey, but I'm doing much better. I was just tested. In every area I have improved, going up and down steps, in strength and sensitivity in my fingers, every area, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. So I'm continuing with the program. It's a big commitment, but it's well worth it.
And since you started the program, how would you say the quality of your life has changed?
100%. It's just amazing. It's a lot. I really have a lot of therapies that I do at home, a lot of different changes, lifestyle changes, but I think the supplements have helped so much because I'm not hungry. I've lost weight. Even after I lost about 15 pounds after the diverticulitis and was able to keep that off, but I've lost more since I've been doing the supplements, and I've had energy, which I was totally lacking. I had no energy. You know, I was, by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if I sat down, I fell asleep.
And what, if any, initial obstacles did you have prior to signing up for the program?
I guess the obstacle, and my husband came in with me when we were talking about signing up for the program, and he was right. He said, is she going to be able to keep up with it? Because, you know, I've tried supplements, I've tried all kinds of things, and this is a very intense program, and you really have to commit to it. And so I'm looking at, okay, I have a grandson that's going to be born on Christmas. Do I want to keep going the way I am right now? And that was my whole motivation, and my goal was to get back healthy.
And what would you say to anyone who's skeptical about the results of the neuropathy program?
Anyone who's skeptical, you can go to a neurologist. Good luck getting in. You can go to all these different specialists if you can get into any of them, and they're going to do medication. and medication did not work for me, and that became part of the problem when I had the diverticulitis and the bursitis and the sacroiliitis, is I was given medication that I couldn't tolerate. So I became dehydrated, constipated. I had to go back to the emergency room 3 times before I even found any answers. So Medicare will pay for an emergency room visit, but as far as the obstacle that I could see happening here is, unless you're really committed to putting some of your own money in and sticking with the program, insurance doesn't cover everything. But they do a really good job of working with your doctor to find out what supplements you maybe need for your individual program. Robin actually got all my records from my doctor. I actually, before I signed up for this, I had sent everything to my doctor saying, this is what happened. I'm going to try physical therapy. Let's see how much you can cover. You can get insurance to cover. So he worked with, I hope he worked with you. And now I was just retested, and we'll find out how much my insurance will continue to cover. But I have a warning for anybody on Medicare. You think that that's going to be the answer. It's not. They'll pay for some things. Some things you have to take the initiative, and you have to say, my health is number one. And the amount of money that we spent is much less than I would have spent for a month of assisted living or anything else. It's like, I've been through it with my dad, who had hip surgery and hip problems. I've been through it with my mother-in-law, who had physical therapy at home. And once you get to a certain age, it's too hard to start. You have to do it now. At 67, I actually thought it was over. I'm like, well, okay, how long before I get in a wheelchair? How long before we live in a big old house with steps? How long before I can't do steps? And I'm doing steps. Not great, but it's coming. So that's where I'm at.
So now that you've experienced the neuropathy program here at Physical Achievement Center, how would you describe it to your best friend or family member?
Oh, I've described it to everybody. I've said, this is the answer. I mean, I had been looking for answers for so long, and when everything happened in July, I thought it was over. I had a family reunion planned in August. All my kids were coming home. But yeah, it's to the point where it's not what the government will pay for you. It's not what Medicare will pay for you. It's what your health is worth to you. And if it's worth something to you, this program is for everybody. It's really, you have to commit to it. It's a big commitment, but it's well worth it.
Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.